I just want to ask you a question. We both believe, me and you both believe Jesus is alive. We both believe Jesus will come back and Jesus will kill Antichrist. We both believe this. However, if we're to meet somebody, me and you are to meet somebody, and the Antichrist comes, and in Islam we call the Antichrist Dajjal. If Dajjal is there and that person is a Hindu, they're a Sikh, they're not a Muslim or a Christian, they don't recognize that this is the Antichrist. Okay, and Jesus hasn't come yet to kill the Antichrist and become the king and all the rest of that good stuff. How are me and you going to convince this other person who's coming from a non-Abrahamic faith that Dajjal, Antichrist, is not God? We're going to say he is not God, even though he's performing all these miracles, because he's a human. That's the only argument we're going to have. Because he's human, he cannot be God. Because he's a contingent being, he cannot be God. Because he's limited, he cannot be God. The true God, the God that we both believe in, has to be free of time and space and cannot be this deceiver. So you will have to, at some point or the other, come back to the argument that we're going to be speaking to the man about, that the only reason why Dajjal or Antichrist cannot be God is because they're human. And that's the very point I've been making throughout our interaction, Al, that you're smart enough to recognize what I'm saying. God, from a purely rational perspective, is free of space, free of time, perfect, free of need, and all-powerful, all-knowing, all these attributes that we give to the greatness of God. And that is what we're calling towards. And the description of God that you're speaking about is not from the prophets.